on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some space here. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Houston. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So Charles already down 7-0. They'll have to take a shot there on the first day of scrimmage, but that one fires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
He'll try again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. In the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Texans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, this is Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 4.
That kind of makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Bernard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Butker's kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Ford. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Ford. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. Going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive on the plays off that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go with White on the counter, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Ford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back.
The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Ford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Texans at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. You know, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Looking to throw on second down. Ford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down. Ford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over near the 40. I saw the pressure coming out. They just walked around a little bit as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ford. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The calmness of how he played the ball here, no panic in his eyes. As that traffic in the middle brought the quarterback's in, not just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. Airs this out for Matthews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot at the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Well, Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many after dropping 4 down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against it, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter. But that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Matthews. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Again on the play. Thanks for the third and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still pretty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the back carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Ford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Ford. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Ford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down about the 16. Play fake. Ford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On 3rd down, Ford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Inside handoff, Matthews. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He sets up the screen to Matthews. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to play football. Those defenders have become so adept at the job.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off play action. Ford. And his throw is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They push it back 8 yards that time on second down. I'll tell you what, he didn't have much time there to see the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Charles, if this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today.